Hello, welcome to 60 Seconds Reatomized. I felt like making a video today, and I didn't really feel like playing anything, but this game was on sale, along with 60 parsecs, and I fucking love this game. So we're gonna just do a quick run of this, see what happens. Do I want to do the tutorial? I've never played on keyboard. I've only played on mobile, which is really funny. But it was like 99 cents on mobile, and I played it during class when I should have been paying attention. Well, we'll do survival mode, and we'll do it on Fat Man. We'll see what happens. I haven't played this game in like a couple years, so maybe things have changed. So we'll find out though. Day 1. Alright, we had the Boy Scout book. That's pretty much like all we need. Alright. All of us made it to the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. This is the best stock shelter you've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Time to ration supplies. Do we feed on the first day? No, we won't. We won't feed on the first day. We're a regular family, so we had the occasional argument or two, but it was never as intense as the fight we just got into. No one wants to speak to each other. Let's just hope this won't last too long. Alright, first day. Everyone's already hating each other. That doesn't sound good. Okay. There's nothing better than the quiet after the storm, or was it the other way around? Ted seems to be doing alright, even though the world has gone to a crappy place. No news is good news. There's nothing new going on with Timmy. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it'll stay this way. Mary Jane says she's fine, doesn't need anything. Don't need food. Contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions can result in radiation sickness. We could send somebody out. Does he have a med kit and the gas mask? Let's see what happens here. We have plenty of distant relatives, but none of them mean as much as Auntie Ada. She lives in the country, but there's no good chance she's still configuring her cow counting machine and not worrying about nukes raining down her. But we don't have any photo of her, or do we? We put some photos in the books a while ago. Sure, we'll see if there's one in there. Sure. Worst case scenario, we just give up and we don't actually do the expedition. Day 3. We assume we saw the book. Good. Bingo! Our scout handbook holds more than a ton of knowledge useful in the apocalypse times. There are some photos stuck in between its pages, along with some crosswords. We are saved. Only a few of them are solved. All Ted wishes for are a few drops of water. Prefers apple juice, water, water, water. I think I can go until day 5 and feed them and water them. Ooh. We'll feed Timmy. Because we're gonna send him outside with the gas mask. And see what happens. Worst case scenario, he's fucking dead. He's got this. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. He's fainting. We really need to find her some drink fast. We have this Boy Scout book, so we should be able to feed and water them tomorrow, and they'll still be fine. We've been selling something funny in this shelter ever since we woke up. Sure enough, there was something. We need the Boy Scout book. Okay, everyone's still alive. Alright. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs water, water, water. Bam. Spiders seem to be operating under the assumption that we all have the same rights as a shelter as we do. They're everywhere and don't seem very scared of us. So we changed that. We don't want spiders in our soup no more. We want to keep the spiders because those help Mary Jane turn into a mutant. I do believe. Alright, we're speedrunning this shit. We decided we can get rid of those spiders with our bare hands, feet, and whatever other body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll get more luck next time. No one is thirsty anymore, so we can just skip through this. What's going on here? Being safe down here is much better than being pulverized out there, but that doesn't mean we don't want to go outside. Maybe we could take a walk soon. The neighborhood is probably much more peaceful since the bombings. Yeah, probably. You don't know how, is that Tinny? Is Tinny back? Please tell me Tinny's back. I don't want him to be dead. Still, it's better to be safe down here than dead up there. No need to worry, no need to worry. Feeling safe. No one needs anything. Once you know, our dear Mary Jane keeps a diary for some reason. She was hiding it in the scout book we keep in our shelter. We have no doubts what needs to be done. Each of us must be assigned a role, and the diary must be read aloud, right? I've never seen this before. That's not a good idea. Let's not do that. Okay, everyone's fine. Mary Jane thanked us for respecting her privacy. She then ripped out and tore all the papers, set them on fire, stomped on them, and fed them to a mutated rat outside. A bit excessive, but we hope feel better now that it's been dealt with, though. We still wonder what she wrote about us, though. All Ted wishes are water, water, water. Y'all fine. We felt that we should do something about our interior decoration. The feng shui is really, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Really off in our fallout shelter. When we were moving things around, we found a secret door. What's behind it? There's only one way to find out. Hope it doesn't kill one of you. Okay, you guys are still alive. That's good to hear. Some things are better left untouched and no unknown. Whatever is behind that door, we'll have to stay there. We also stacked some furniture against it just to be sure nothing and no one comes through them. Water, water, water. Alright. The problem is simple. If we don't wash ourselves, we'll get sick. Seriously sick. It smells really bad down here and doesn't seem like it could get any better over the next couple of days. How about we do something to fix it? I do believe bullets is one of the best answers for this. If not... oh well. Oh hey, he's back. And what did he bring? He brought a map. I think that's really it. Oh, and a checkboard. Dirty or not, it's the smell that's the biggest issue here. I mean, that well, we got some spare ammo, so why not use the gunpowder to kill the smell? Let's rub it in. Sounds like a brilliant idea. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came out back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. We set off on an expedition to the nearby zoo we used to visit on weekends. We're happy to report that it was a productive supply run as well as an educational trip. We saw pterodactyl whales, chimpandeers, a porcupine, a small army of cat roaches, and other majestic creatures that have emerged among the post-nuclear fauna. Between the East Asian and Australian sections, we found some cute pandaroos. Some had items stashed in their pouches and didn't seem to mind us borrowing a few things. Running away from the humongous taranturaptors, we made our escape through the zoo souvenir shop. Most of it was torn to shreds by the bomb, but a few useful things were still lying around. And gas mask was damaged. Ted looks like he's got 1 foot there, yeah. Everyone gets some food and water. Don't have very much food. Yes, we need to send people out. We might be safe inside these walls, but there are other problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. We have to deal with this as soon as possible, otherwise we might end up falling asleep in the face of real danger, like saucermen from Mars. That's big unfortunate. Hasn't rested. She'd eat something, but Timmy did eat something. Do I really need to feed him again? I guess it's not gonna hurt. Oh, and everyone's tired, so they can't go outside. So we're up to a rough patch here. Still tired, a few days rest is what he needs. He's falling asleep in his chair, he needs to rest, no longer hungry, he's still tired, can't sleep it off. Mary Jane's still tired, let's give her some time to rest. Ration supplies, they don't need anything. Mary Jane used to be cheerful, but lately she is feeling a bit down. She clearly misses her music lessons. She keeps humming her favorite classical pieces, imitating the sound of a tuba. She said she would die for a chance to play it again, which may very well happen if we let her out of the shelter. This would happen to bring her a smile out of her weary face. Maybe we should consider letting her out for a short walk around the house, but we're gonna hope she doesn't die. But they need this. Oh, she's dead. Mary Jane got very excited and we agreed to let her walk around for her tuba. She said if she can't find the instrument, she'll settle for anything else she can find, like some sheet music. We sure hope the tuba didn't make it. We're pretty sure we prefer radio sick. Okay, so she's gonna come back. I wish I had fed her before she left. I didn't realize she'd be gone. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens, we've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when never mind. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign from them. We don't have a radio. Telephone ringing, we want to answer that. Mary Jane's back. There is one thing we need to do. It's use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. Aslan recovered his energy. He's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink. He's tired. Let's get time to recover. He's rested. We need to give him water now. Eat something. The horse is rested and must survive a little longer. Yes, they can survive one more day. They got this. Ring, ring. There's a telephone outside. We're going to send Dolores out here. No one's dead, please. Good. Alright, that's when we take those. When we answer the phone, we can clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the calls got short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. It looks like he's got one foot in the grave, blah blah blah, some grumbling, blah blah blah. Timmy's in terrible shape. Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Maybe we can send them the map and they'd get more stuff. I don't know how all this works. We'll send them up nothing. That'll be fine. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Ted is still tired. A few days rest is what he needs. Ted is no longer thirsty. Isn't hungry anymore. No longer thirsty. Hungry. No longer thirsty. Hungry. Good. Good. It's been a while. We don't know much what's happening on the surface. If only we had a chance to tune in to some emergency radio broadcasts and learn a thing or two. Unfortunately. What is this? A16. Acquire. Oh! Hey, that's cool. We have a little quest book now. Day 17. Alright. Say ignorance is bliss, and another day without any clue what's going on might not necessarily kill us. Hasn't recovered his energy. Timmy seems okay as much as in our current situation. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling this. If we care about the future of our kids, we need to start homeschooling Timmy, or maybe shelter schooling is the right choice of words these days. We need to provide him with some reading material as soon as possible. That's some reading material right there. The only book we have with us is the Scout Handbook, but it's more than enough to get Timmy reading. He might learn a thing or two along the way. Perfect. Ted is still tired. A few days of rest is what he needs. Ted needs water to survive. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone's thirsty. Whatever. Be all fine. We had the most curious visitor today. One of them was making, this is the Monty Python guys. One of them was making the sound of a galloping horse, using a pair of rocks and hitting them against each other, while his companion was pretending to ride said horse. They claimed to be on a very important quest to seek some magical cup, only they lost their way in the wasteland. They asked permission to have a quick look at our map to determine their whereabouts. Sure. Give me some food. They were clearly crazy but harmless, so we fulfilled their request. And it was worth it. They turned out to be very generous and gave us an axe. They claimed it was a magical battle axe, but to us it looks like a regular one. But whatever, as long as the blade is sharp. Everyone seems very hungry, and Ted's rested now. That's good. It's been busy since we got to the shelter, but there's so much to be done, like trimming that shrubbery in our yard. That's definitely something we want to do when we get out of here. And Dolores is back. No food. We're dead. Our relocation is probably something we'll be able to discuss after we get out of here. Glad to see Dolores come back. Who are you gonna call when the world's on fire? The fire department. We were thrilled to find the place still running. Firefighters redecorated the place and redid their outfits. Most of the walls were messily painted in black and red, and the firemen helmets now have a grim skull symbol on them. We never thought our local firefighters had such artistic souls. So alternative. Near the garage, we found a few firefighters shooing off some giant mutated cockroaches with a fire hose. We joined in on the fun and managed to fill some bottles with water in the process. At the back of the station, we found a few lockers filled with hand grenades and landmines. We're not sure what firefighters need an arsenal of this caliber, but we unlocked and took the padlock. It was used to steal the lockers. And then everyone's hungry and thirsty. That's really unfortunate. We're gonna kill Mary Jane because she's useless. Yes, we need to send somebody out quickly. As long as we have food and water to stay locked up, it'd be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble. Our hope is that our brave soldiers. We don't have the radio. Rest in peace. Yep. If there's one thing we need to do, it's use a radio on a regular basis to catch an emergency broadcast. It can be transmitted in our area, blah blah blah. Everyone says they're hungry. I just fed and watered you. You're fine, Dolores. I can give you water again just to keep them out. You go outside. No, we'll send Ted out. Let's see if he gets anything more. The axe. Kill some bitches for me. Putting on a brave face, but she must be starving. Must be hungry. Everyone's hungry. We don't have any food. Patience is wearing thin. We thought it would be a good idea to take a quick look outside the area to see if there's any trouble in the area. As we were about to step out, a pair of animal eyes. No, a pancake! We don't have the flashlight. It's big unfortunate. In other circumstances, we might have risked battling a beast in the darkness, or for some reason we felt that it was not to our liking, so we screamed and screamed with terror. The creature was probably more afraid of us than we were of it. It left in a hurry. Never a fan of soup, but he's hungry, thirsty, thirsty. You guys are all gonna die. We played a game of list of things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason. That reminded us the little weasel had a safe in his living room. You guys wonder what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out. But who will do the honors to the possessions of our arch nemesis? Timmy's got this. I believe you, Timmy. What do they have? Oh, they had a medkit. We marched to Ned's house and found the safe cracked open by the blast. Most of its contents were destroyed, but we still salvaged something out of it. Ned was nowhere to be found. He likely perished in radioactive agony. All told, it was a good day. +1 medkit. Timmy was never a fan of soup, but he's hungry, thirsty. Whatever. If Ted doesn't come back tomorrow, you guys are dead. No, we found our door today was a real surprise to us. It's not signed, but it says whoever wrote it has been observing us for a while. I believe we're the right kind of people. They instruct us to send a single unarmed representative to a meeting today at midnight to find out more. Should we send someone? Dolores has got this. They bring us food? Unfortunate. Rest in peace, you guys. It's true, it's all true. They really were others just like us. We arrived at the rendezvous unarmed and on time, and we were greeted by a friendly-looking group of strangers. They're being led by twins, a brother and a sister, who seemed to be friendly enough. They asked us some questions and promised to stay in touch. And everyone needs food and water. Unfortunate. You hear that? No, because no one is talking. Not a word in hours. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone's going crazy now. Woo! It's not the end, at least. Oh, man, Ted's dead. This sleazy looking trader offered fucking Christ. This isn't going very well. None of them have recovered enough to go out. Oh. Yeah, it's the end. They're gonna die. Unless we get some really good, things. Oh. Everyone needs food, everyone needs... Situation is simple, we're bored, it's too quiet, or simply craving entertainment. The only solution is somebody can give our old harmonicas. But who is best suited to give us a high quality mouth organ concert? The decision has to be made. Dolores has got this. Oh, band to music. To say Dolores has no ear for music would be too generous. She has made a long series of abominable discordant sounds, claiming she nailed it. It was so bad the terrible sounds gave us a splitting headache and made us feel physically sick. We would have thrown rotten tomatoes at her, but sadly the only tomatoes we have are in liquid form. We don't have any of that, and it's simply not worth it to waste soup on this. We've suffered enough for one day. Hey, Timmy can go outside. Here, you can take, that, sure. Dolores is gonna be dead tomorrow anyway, it's the end. No? Oh, I probably could have given them the map. He probably could have, come back faster. Whatever. We steered away from casinos, gambling dens, and the like, so when a man came to our door and told us he used to be a gambler, we were suspicious. He invited us to play a game, he posted 2 water bottle bet, and a card game of our choice. Unfortunate, Dolores is gonna die very quickly. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set the dead kids? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd seen her rob someone. We sent that man away. Good riddance. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. We were never a huge fan of mushrooms, but with the colony of them growing on our walls, we've changed our loyalties. Sure, we're gonna die either way. Does that work? They were delicious. Our only concern is that they were glowing in the dark, and now we are too far for that matter. Dolores is no longer hungry. That's good to hear. We're gonna miss the life we had, the space, the sky, the food, more food. We wish we could go back to the time before the damn bomb drops. Alright, Timmy, you need to come back with food. Don't die out there, please. What we make of today will be our tomorrow, so let's make it right. Still quite ill, has to drink, has been putting on a brave face, but she must be starving. Oh, great. Siblings are back. Their group is growing bigger with each passing day as they picked up tired and hungry survivors and nursed them back to health. However, so far they only have one tent, and soon they will run out of space for everybody. Right now, they're scouting the town looking for a good spot to build a bigger camp, and they could really use a map. Sure, here you go. The horse is still hanging on strong. They didn't have to ask twice. These people are very friendly, and the way they take care of others is impressive. We showed them the map and pointed out a few bandit camps they should avoid. They were grateful and stayed for a little chat. They said they would be more than happy if we came to them once their camp is ready. We can't wait to see how it turns out. Dolores has been putting on a brief face. She's sick and she's hungry. She can get water, I guess. She's just gonna die. And the government can't do anything. She's on the radio. Is that the end? Woo! There it is. There's one thing we need to do. Timmy should have returned by now. I need to face the worst possible scenario. He might not be coming back. That's unfortunate. Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick run of 60 seconds. I definitely want to play more of this because I fucking love this game. And I have not played any of 60 Parsecs, but I would love to. Alright, well, I'm just gonna end it here. Let me know if you want to see more of this. See ya.